Hello and welcome back to Let's Mod Skyrim. I'm gonna jump right in with the next mod that we are installing. It's going to be Native Mesh Light Flicker Fix. Right, and then we're really gonna start getting into lighting. On the last episode, I installed my ENB preset, or at least the one that I have for now, and got my E&B up and running, and so it is now time to move on to lighting. Let's see. Fix every crash I found. It's 4:59 p.m., 12:22 a.m. on this. Oh, okay. 2 days later. I guess they're just keeping version 1.4 under the main files. I think that this probably should be moved under archive, or this the Native Mesh Light Flicker Fix version 151 should be like a beta version. I'm not really sure. I'm not really going to go into the description to find out. I'm just going to get the latest one. Yep, I've got that. Make sure you get your mod requirements downloaded before downloading mods. I mean, sometimes it's almost always it's not that you have to have them downloaded in order to download this, and well, in order to install it. It's just whether or not you actually turn it on. Did I click that? Did I click download? Yes. All right, let's get this installed. Good. And I just want to keep everything right above PG Patcher. If you hear kids in the background, they're just playing out in the street there. And, we go ahead and keep the window open so it doesn't get too hot in here. Just go, alright. Installed. Next. So what ChatGPT is doing, if you haven't seen anything in this series yet, is I have fed it some information. It knows what I have installed and what I want to install, and it determines what is the next best thing to install. Sometimes I have to course correct it, but I think it's doing okay right now. Native water light stabilizer. Alright. Is that even in my list? It's not. Is that on my list? It might, see, I already know that, oh wait. Oh yeah, so I already know that it's not on my list because I just looked it up here. However, typically it's going to try and respond with more information. Just put, okay. Why am I installing it then? And what it's going to probably tell me is, well, you need this in order to install something else, or while it's not on your mod list, it's highly recommended. Oh, look at that. To add it to the author of Native Mesh Light Flicker Fix recommends it. That's not the same thing as it being on my mod list, right? Okay. What does it do? Might be self-explanatory, but we're going to go ahead and ask what it does. Oh, I think I'm going to sneeze. Woo! I held that in for those of you who are headphone users. You're welcome. Whoa! Oh. Woo! I think I felt my eyeballs pop out of my head. Okay, so same thing as the light flicker fixes. So we definitely do want to install this. Okay, great recommendation. So the reason I'm telling it, hey, that's a good recommendation, it doesn't feel anything. ChatGPT doesn't have feelings per se, but it's going to log that and say, oh, okay, if he likes that, then I may offer more advice as it goes along, right? And that's the whole thing. That's why I'm using ChatGPT, so that I can install the mods that I have picked out, the list that keeps growing faster than I can install it, and the mods that I have installed. I've totally forgot what I was just saying. Anyway, I want it to think through. Well, is that really, should he install Lux or something else? I mean, no, there's not something better than Lux. Fight me in the comments. But, or if he's installing that, and he's installing these, then what else does he have to install to make these work? Or how are these going to affect the other mods, and what should he install? And so I want it to recommend things. And when it recommends things that are not good for my list, then I will tell it that as well. Just kind of keep it on the same track as me, right? I'm going to take this, and I'm going to put it here. Oops. Okay. While it's water, it's more light. It's more about lighting. Basically, anyway, so this is a good place for it in the list. Let's do Control C, Control V, space delete, and then let's go ahead and download that. Consider endorsing. You know what? Thanks for the reminder. Track, and then there's the endorse. Endorse. Can't do that. Description. Endorse. Huh. Oh, I don't have it downloaded yet. Right. Got to download it in order to install it. Address library. I think that's like the first time I've said that ever. Oh, wait. No, don't do that. Description. I can't endorse it? What's going on here? Okay. Well, and by the way, I know that I can go to the description to read what this does, but I want ChatGPT to explain what it does in order to justify its recommendation. Right. Back to Mod Manager. Stabilizer. Alright, and it doesn't look like either of these affect any of the other lighting, well, E and B stuff at least. Alright. Next mod. Can make mistakes. It's true. Can, and you should check. All right, Lux Via, before installing Lux Orbis and Lux, because it is a resource pack, it's a hard requirement for Lux Orbis and Lux itself. All right, is it? It doesn't sound right. Kind of off today, huh? Requirements. Lux, patch hub, Lux Via. Oh, wait. The only lantern resources are required. Oh, you have to download the only lanterns. So that's where it's getting that information. However, I have this on my mod list anyway, and I will be installing the whole thing. So that's good. Next, not back, rather. Lux resource pack, no ENB light. with EMB light, optional resource pack. All assets and lanterns I'm relying on in my other mods. Do not install that pack, this pack. If you're already using Lux via main mod, all of these assets are already included. Maybe I want to check your English here. You may not be a native English speaker. G unit. Not sure. Tracking. That's good. And I'm going to endorse this because I already know it's amazing. Oh, Lux via, not Lux via main mod. Lux via main mod. The main mod. If you're already using Lux via, comma, the main mod, comma, that would probably clear things up. Because via also means like using this and that, right? Using the main route, using the main mod, that kind of stuff. Anyway, main. Okay. Update files, and the optional file, Worm's Tooth. I will probably want that. Okay. And I might have better dynamic snow as well. Let's double check. First, let's go ahead and just get the main mod. Okay. And then Worm's Tooth. Worm. No? Oh, wait. Imperial Farmhouses for Helgen, Worm's Tooth extension. In order to do this, I might have to have Worm's Tooth. Let me double check something. Let me see, because I don't have Worm's Tooth in my mod list, which is weird because I thought I did. It sounds very familiar. TLC-sized quest expansion for Skyrim, featuring a new island to explore. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I meant to have this. Oblivion Gate. Huh? Interesting. It's like a blend of different locations. Looks like stuff on an island. It's interesting how Skyrim's dragons aren't dragons. If you understand what I'm saying, to pop something in the chat or the comments. Skyrim's dragons are not dragons. I'm putting it out there. They are a different mythical beast. So it's quest experience. This over here. I don't have Tooth in my mod list, but I think I meant to have it there. If I install it now, are there patches that I will need to install, or any faux mods that I'll need to go back through? My mod list. Hmm. Let's see. Few things we should just. I have more from E. It's not. The option. I feel like I have the quest and boss mod patch. Dang, man. Many people were looking for a patch to make the great mod. Lump's Tooth have weathers from various weathers mods. Okay. And then quest and boss mod patch compendium. Right. Oops. Well, alright then. Let's see. Quest and boss mod patch compendium. This is why I don't want patched yet. Okay. Why do I feel like I've already installed that? Maybe I just merged it. We'll find out when I go to download it, because it'll tell me if I have it downloaded. Regenerate PG patcher. Yeah, well, I mean, we're going to do that before we open Skyrim again. Anyway, let me see. I'm going to remind it of everything I have installed. Here's everything. Oh my goodness. I have installed. Are you sure there's nothing else? Let's see. Boring. This guy's live stream is boring. Come on, let's go. Come on, you can do it. I believe in you. Any day now. I guess that's a lot to go through. What's this again? Oops. Kyloader. Something. Let's put a dash. There we go. Go down to overwrite. Go to this. Resources settings. Nothing. Nothing. Let's go back to it's probably like generated something. Click open and explore. Nothing. 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 Right. Generated files. Just do that. Open Explorer. Overwrite. Oops. Open in Explorer. All right, so whenever something ends up in overwrite, when you start the game and then you come back and you're like, oh, this mod ended up in overwrite. It's good to either merge it into, it kind of depends on what ends up in overwrite, but you're going to want to merge it back into the mod or into, excuse me, you want to create a new mod, like an empty mod, right? Like an empty mod, right? Right click in the space, create empty mod. And then you want to name it after the main mod, and then put a dash, and then generated files or whatever. Let's see. Generated output is good. Whatever you want. In fact, output's a very good overarching term. I'll go ahead and just output, right? And then what you're going to do is you're going to move those files into there. If the only thing in overwrite is from one mod, then alternatively, instead of making a new mod, then moving the files over like so, you can instead just right-click overwrite and then create mod, right? Let's see. Found a few more Worm's Tooth integrations than I initially identified. Your installed list confirms that you already have water, blah, 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 blah. But for Worm's Tooth, I would handle these by installing it. Hatch Worm's Tooth. Right. Okay, let's get these patches going. Is it here? Files. Worm's Tooth patch. Do that. This one. Download that. Yeah. Just get them on. Well, this is optional. Let's see. Let's see if there's anything that like says Worm's Tooth. False Barrow. Carved Brink. Clockwork. Curse of the High. Bestiary add-on. Yeah, okay. Sloan. Demon of Dreams. Dustman's Cairn. Ghosts of Akavir. Glen Morel. Grey Wind. Hidden Tomb of Herson. Katana. Legendary Dragons. Draugr. Norma. Miasma. Ornveld. Page. Dragonborn's Bestiary add-on. Shriekwind. Bastion Boss. Siege Ice Moss, Siren Root. Dang, man. Can I search Control F? WYR. Worm. I do have Fireworm. No, okay. So what I need to do, because I could swear I downloaded that. We'll see. Grey Cowl. So I don't have the Grey Cowl of Nocturnal. I just feel like Hammerfell should be its own entire game. I don't know. I just don't feel like the mod has enough. First of all, I don't like doing just a bunch of puzzles, which I think it's not just a bunch of puzzles, but I don't like doing a bunch of puzzles in a row. Like, I want a dynamic play where it's fight someone, run somewhere, collect something, solve a puzzle, like add it all together. And then the other thing, so like, I guess I'm just trying to justify the fact that this is an amazing mod, but I don't want it. And I don't necessarily want, if I'm going to travel to some interesting foreign land, I feel like Hammerfell is already, is Hammerfell where Test 6 is going to be? I don't know, I haven't been watching the updates, because I kind of really want it to be a no spoilers kind of thing. But I think Hammerfell is its own game. It should be its own game. And by the way, I haven't played the other test games. Sorry. It's on my list. I don't know. I just don't feel like my character needs to be traveling to Hammerfell for this. But I need to look into it more. I should look into it more. So this is, I think, what we need. Just yeah. Wait, if I'm currently not using Synthesis for Water Patcher, so I should use Worm's Tooth Patch, then hold on a sec. What is Synthesis for Synthesis Water Patcher? Because maybe I want that. If you're not using it, well, hold on. What is it? Synthesis. Okay, this kid's screaming too loud. My room just gets really warm when I shut the window because of all the snakes in here, all the heating pads. Anyway, Synthesis Water Patcher. So the supply worms to yeah. Patcher that automatically fixes water seams caused either by mods that accidentally revert or that change. Well, then why didn't you just tell me to get that? Let's okay. Files. Water seams fix. Water stream B. Water seams fix. Vanilla. Manual download. Yes. Wait, synthesis. Hold on. External resource too. Should I use synthesis? Is it free? We're going down a rabbit hole here. It's kind of sometimes when you want to download a big mod like Worm's Tooth, yeah, you need this. You need to do this. It's free and open source open. Yeah, you don't say I should use it. Do not install the old standalone Worm's Tooth for EMB. Yep. I realized that. We're going to go ahead and completely get rid of this. And then Hey, quit that barking. Hold on a second. Sit. Hi, sweetheart. Come here. Hey, you're barking at me, dummy. Oh, those dogs, man. Nuts. Let's see. Synthesis water for EMB Patrick correctly. Do not install the old channel. Install synthesis now. Alright. Let's see. D drive. Yeah. Hold on. Okay, so this is do that. Well, no, because something might want to point to. But I'm down. Let's just do this. Okay, keep it under EMB. And this. Okay. Where do I download synthesis from? Yeah, okay then. On this. I don't use GitHub too much. Actions. Yeah. Oh, that's the actions that this person has taken. Hold on. Go back. Latest. Oh, assets. Athlete synthesis zip source code. I don't know if I need the source code. I don't know how to do this. I'll do print screen. There we go. That. Control V. It'll just tell me what to do. Go ahead. All to patch some seams in the water. I mean, it's gonna look really good. So. I hate the foam on the side of vanilla water. So this is a really good reminder. I thought that was like some kind of like cutout meme or something. It's like, oh yeah, this is really nice, and then there's like a vanilla character here. Fully compatible B&B. I feel like this is something that I meant to have on my list, or maybe at one time I did and I took it off. Real water for wash basins, tandem, water for E&B, water debris. That stuff that literally float. Okay, anime, water lily, natural waterfalls. Wavy waterfalls effect, water in wells, water attack redo, sky water. Might be why. Oh. Water bubbles, real water, water crystal, and water light stabilizer, flora additions, water plants. Okay. Quick side note. Should I use realistic water 2 or another or a different like this is kind of the last thing. Right now I don't like the wave mods. I might actually have one in here, but I don't like, well, not that, but the waves like for the shorelines. Please read my message. Your message on my phone. Calling my wife. Where are you? I don't remember. Well, what was the one that you got me before? Do they have any? Yeah, do they have any special blends? Okay. Which ones are there? Okay. My wife is buying me coffee. My wife is buying coffee. So she's asking me which one I want, which bag of coffee. But now she has to walk back to the coffee. Should I report your comment? I'll add you as a moderator. Mm-hmm. That's even darker. Italian is above French. Good baseline. Kaladi Cafe. Red Goat is like their main blend that they sell in stores. Ethiopia, okay. Probably too like fruity and light for me. Costa Rica, okay. Probably good. Colombia, okay, yeah. Mexico. Mexico. Sumatra? Sumatra. I knew that. No. Too earthy. And Guatemala. What was the one before Colombia? Right, Costa Rica. The Costa Rican? Let's try that. If I had to guess, it's medium. A medium roast. So like city plus probably. Full city. That's it, yeah. Full city. That does smell good. All right. Hey, I appreciate it. Love you. Bye bye. That was my wonderful wife. She's going to get me a bag of coffee. I'm out of coffee. Well, I'm about to be. Skyrim Max, I would not add realistic water too. Yeah, I did do that. You're right. Best solution is natural waterfalls. Water and dark foam. I guess what I'm saying is, I just don't like the foam that appears on the side of the rivers, not necessarily in rapid areas, and it's too 2D. It's too much of a 2D texture. So either if there's a 3D foam, or if we can just remove it, maybe that would probably look best in my game. I'll just pause that. Retry. Realistic Water 2 is great, but Water for ENB already has all the stuff that Realistic Water 2 has, pretty much. So you probably want to pick one or the other. I think I watched some videos a while back that really showed a lot of comparisons, and I ended up going for the Water for ENB after comparing them quite a bit. I said I think I did watch a video on that. Well, this is thinking. Water, ENB, Skyrim, compare. Let's see if we can. Is WSkiver the one that I typically watch? Well, anyway, these comparison videos like this is freaking great. These are freaking great. Freaking 12 years ago. That's nuts. 3 years ago. So this one's newer, much newer. This is what I would do. You want to look at one of these comparisons. WSkiver does, I think, a great job. Yeah. So WSkiver, let's subscribe to this. I don't know why not. Does a lot of comparison videos, and Really like them. So water for EMB. Simplicity of C. Hold on a sec, because this is kind of. I think that I can get a. Oh yeah, that's. I'm sure that will play just fine. Yeah, like you can see like currents and stuff in it. Simplicity of C. It is more simple, but it's very good looking. Realistic water too, really nice up close, but then it repeats the texture. Yeah, it repeats. So it looks great up close, but it doesn't look the best. These two make it look like there's a tide maybe going out, probably at all times. This is really nice, but yeah. Okay, realistic water too. Water for E and B. I mean, you can decide for yourself what you like more. The water for E and B I really like because it looks clear further out even. So having reflections and everything all looks good. Stand it up, and I still do. Yeah, see, this is like the same everywhere. Hence it being simple. See how it repeats a lot? This doesn't appear to repeat as much. This is, again, simple. The animation is very simple, which I like. So this has waves built in? Not really, they're like 2D. Water for E and B, you'd have to select a wave mod separately. Same with Simplicity of C. I think Simplicity of C is very green, which I don't really like as much. Like multiple shimmering on the water for E and B. Multiple shimmering effects, like going in different directions. Again, lots of repeating. This, not as much. It's broken up more until you get pretty far out. But I think there's fixes for that. Kind of tealy. Realistic water too has a little bit of a lighter color. Water for E and B is darker, and then Simplicity of C is much lighter and greener. They all look amazing, to be clear. Yep, I love these comparison videos, and I highly recommend you check out W Skier, which I believe has like mod lists, or even mods. I can't really remember. On Nexus. And actually, I got some videos to catch up on. All right. Anyway, this is what are we working? Let's do this. Let's pull it back on track. Come on, CGPT. Next mod list, installation guide. Yes. Look at that. Let's take a look at this really quick. Oh, Plain textures for water, foam for nice, pretty rivers. So the question becomes, does natural waterfalls actually apply convincing foam where it actually belongs? Or, okay, okay, so the question becomes, does natural waterfalls actually supply convincing foam where foam actually belongs in the water? Or does it just change the textures and you're maybe misreading it? Can you make sure? Can you make sure? Did I stutter? I did stutter. This one. Does more than retexture the existing foam. Supplies new and edited meshes and new textures for waterfalls and rapids. And its author specifically describes replacing and redesigning foam and rapid assets at those locations. The current mod also gives you separate brighter or darker foam mesh choices. Yeah, so I think what we're going to do, and I'm not going to download it now because I'm not quite there yet, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to completely remove foam, or at least, I'm not sure if this just removes the sides of the river. Ooh. I did not like what just happened with my whole computer just going black for a second. Yeah, but what I'll do is I'll use this. I'll use the foam. What just happened? The foam remover. Then I'll install natural waterfalls, which should place foam only in the rapids and the waterfalls. That'll make the rivers look a lot cleaner and prettier. Is it more realistic? Foam kind of persists in waterways, and it really builds up where the water's has less flow and where it's static. No, it's not as realistic, but it's much prettier. Well, I shouldn't say it's not realistic because it just depends on the condition of the water, right? All right. Okay, back to this. Download synthesis zip, then extract it. Okay, just the zip. Got it. Download this. We're not going to put it under ENB. I'm just going to put it under Skyrim Drive. We're going to do a new folder. We're just going to call it synthesis mod. And then we'll go in there. We'll save that. Now let's open that up. What am I doing? No, open. Extract all. Comment if you remember when you had to download a separate application. Program. Same. Comment if you remember when you had to download a program to unzip things and zip things up, and it wasn't built into Windows. A lot of stuff here. synthesis. Did I have tools on? Oh, mod tools. Okay, actually, what I can do is this. And then I'm just going to go ahead and do that. Control V, put it back on track, and it'll tell me what to do next. I mean, let's see. EXE. I know what to do. I know what I'm going to do. Edit, new, add from file. Apply. Okay. Go down. Synthesis. Let's see if that's what it wanted me to do. I bet that's what it wanted me to do. Two-phase setup. Add download build patchers while synthesis is running outside of MO2. Then launch synthesis through MO2 when you actually run those patchers. Avoids MO2's VFS interfering, blah, 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 blah. Double click synthesis directly from the folder right now. Do not add or run it through MO2 yet. Okay. It's already added, but all right. Is it open? Yeah. Oh. Go ahead and run it anyway. We're on a side quest over here. Any day now. Running. This is taking a while. I think I downloaded that. Let's double check. I think we need to do request is request mods. No. Okay. We're gonna go and put this here. And then we're gonna do just worm's tooth. Okay. Like that. Optional files, worm's tooth add-on. Does that work? Yes. Okay. I did that, right? Native. Yeah. And actually, what I'm going to do now, manage copy 17 lighting select. That way, if we ever want to go back to just the ENB, everything up until the ENB was installed, then we can go back to that, and then we can start moving on with lighting here. Okay, let's go back to main section. Taking a very long time to load. Chrome's really eating up my memory right now. Let's go ahead and close it. Apparently still taking up some memory, but doesn't seem like I have that too big of a load going on. Cook. I noticed ChatGPT likes to use like very Gen Z. Gen Z after the millennial generation. Yeah, Cook. Was using the word vibes so much that I had to tell it, don't ever use the word vibes again. I'm waiting for the word cringe. Not words I really use. Not really. At all. It's taking a little while. Well, I had planned to start the lighting mods or get most of the way through, but I'm going to jump off, and I'll come back when synthesis has loaded up, and I will let you know what I'm going to do next. But for now, I'd rather not waste your time. So I appreciate you coming and checking out the episode of me modding Skyrim, and
If you think this video will help anybody, then please share it with them. And if you like the video, then like it. And if you don't, then go ahead and comment. All right, thanks. Have a good one. Bye.